the young and the restless spoilers. A clash of loyalties, the Abbott family's struggle. Kyle Abbott stood at the threshold of the Abbott mansion, his heart heavy with the weight of recent events. He had come to collect his belongings, intent on leaving the past behind. However, as he stepped inside, he was met by his father, Jack Abbott, who had been waiting for this moment. "Kyle, we need to talk," Jack said, his voice firm yet tinged with concern. Kyle hesitated, then nodded reluctantly. He followed Jack into the living room, where the tension between them was palpable. The silence was broken by Jack's measured tone as he tried to bridge the gap between them. "Kyle, why are you doing this? Why are you leaving your family, your home?" Jack asked, his eyes searching his son's face for answers. Kyle took a deep breath, his frustration bubbling to the surface. "I'm not leaving because I want to, Dad. I'm leaving because I have to. Victor trusts me. He's made me the CEO of Glissade alongside Audra. He believes in me, unlike you and Diane, who've always doubted my abilities." Jack's face hardened, but he kept his voice calm. "It's not about trust, Kyle. I've always believed in you. But being a CEO requires more than just ambition. It requires experience, wisdom, and a deep understanding of the business. I wanted to teach you those things, to prepare you so you wouldn't make the same mistakes others have made." Kyle's anger flared. "So, you think I'm just going to fail like Victoria did at Newman? That's exactly the problem, Dad. You don't think I'm capable. Victor does. He's given me a chance to prove myself." Jack shook his head, his frustration evident. "It's not that simple, Kyle. Victor has his own agenda. He's using you to get back at me, to hurt our family. He's setting you up to destroy Jabot, to tear down everything we've built." Kyle's eyes flashed with defiance. "Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe it's time for a change, for Jabot to fall and for something new to rise. Victor is building Glissade into an empire, and I'm going to be at the forefront of that." Jack's heart ached at his son's words. "Kyle, do you even hear yourself? You're talking about destroying your own family's legacy. This isn't just business. It's personal. Victor is manipulating you, and you're falling right into his trap." The argument grew more heated, voices rising as father and son clashed. Jack tried to reason with Kyle, to make him see the bigger picture, but Kyle was resolute. His belief in Victor's vision overshadowed any doubts Jack tried to plant. Finally, Kyle could take no more. "I've made my decision, Dad. I'm going to prove myself, with or without your support." He turned to leave, his face set in determination. Jack's desperation showed in his final plea. "Kyle, wait. Don't do this. Don't let Victor tear us apart. We're family. That should mean something." But Kyle's mind was made up. He walked out of the mansion, leaving Jack standing there, feeling the full weight of his son's departure. The words Kyle had spoken echoed in his mind, each one a dagger to his heart. As Kyle drove away, Jack felt a sharp pain in his chest. He clutched his heart, the emotional and physical strain taking its toll. He sank into a chair, the reality of the situation overwhelming him. The thought of his son, a pivotal member of Jabot, being used to bring about its downfall was unbearable. Jack's thoughts raced. How could Kyle be so blinded by Victor's promises? How could he turn his back on his family, on everything they had worked for? The betrayal cut deep, leaving Jack to grapple with the pain and confusion. In the days that followed, the Abbott mansion was filled with a somber atmosphere. Jack's health became a concern for those around him, and Diane's worry for both Jack and Kyle grew. The future of the Abbott family seemed uncertain, with Kyle's loyalty to Victor threatening to unravel the very fabric of their legacy. Meanwhile, Victor Newman reveled in his triumph. He had successfully driven a wedge between Jack and Kyle, setting the stage for his grand plan. Glissade's rise would come at the expense of Jabot, and Victor would watch as the Abbott family crumbled under the weight of their internal strife. For Kyle, the path ahead was fraught with challenges. His new role at Glissade demanded his full attention, and the pressure to succeed was immense. But in the quiet moments, doubts began to creep in. Had he made the right choice? Was Victor's vision truly worth the cost of his relationship with his family? The answer to those questions remained elusive, as Kyle navigated the complexities of his new position. He found himself constantly comparing Victor's guidance to his father's teachings, struggling to reconcile the two. Back at the Abbott mansion, Jack resolved to fight for his son and his company. He refused to let Victor's schemes dictate the future of Jabot.